America's farms and ranches provide a natural backdrop to the small towns they encircle, a place where wholesome beauty meets personal goals and dreams of successful lives in the country. And ag success carries out beyond the farm. Independent farmers and ranchers create a positive economic chain reaction. They generate money throughout the economy and actually in small towns and cities alike. Kiplinger's, a leading financial data provider, credits American agriculture with adding $140 billion to the economy in 2008. The diversified farm of National Farmers Maximum Marketing Board member Paul Reniker of Greeley, Iowa, supports business around the communities where he operates. With 1,500 head of cattle on feed continuously, a 50-head dairy, and a 1,400-head hog operation, that contribution matters to many farm-related and non-farm servicing businesses. His support includes a recent building project.
We're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars that I've personally spent in a 20-mile radius of this building. The local lumber yard supplied the lumber and the steel for this building. The cement here come right out of Manchester.
Manchester, Iowa's Community Savings Bank, with $28 million in loans, mostly ag, relies largely on family farm customers. Brian Prawley, a vice president at Community Savings Bank, is Paul Reniker's lender and serves on Iowa's banking committee.
Banks are driven by customers, I guess, and the value that they bring to the bank, and if there's less of those, the bank isn't going to thrive as much.
And Prawley notes the family farm system is critical to small towns.
Growing up on a farm in a smaller town area, I've seen where if you lose that infrastructure of the family farm and generation-wise, for whatever reason, they're either moved away or whatever, I think that definitely impacts strongly on what happens to those communities.
John Ime operates an organic 54-cow Holstein dairy with his parents near Lancaster, Wisconsin. They support many businesses in town.
I used to work in the dairy installation business, and so I got to actually see both sides of it quite often. One of the things that the family farm brings is they like to shop around and help the local community businesses, even though if they have to pay just a little bit more, because they know where that money is going to be spent. Whereas as far as the bigger operations, they go where the best deal is, and it doesn't have to be in the local community.
And John Ime's Maximum Marketing Service representative, Dave Landon, sees firsthand the ways his customers support local businesses.
If you walk through the city of Lancaster, there would not be one business that the farmers do not support. They support 100% of them, anywhere from the local hardware stores to the local post offices to the feed mill. Basically, I think farmers in the area will probably shop at every store that there is, whether between their wives or their kids or themselves. So they really do help the whole area, and every part of it.
When farmers make money, we make money. That's been a saying we've had for years and years, and that's the way it is. And when farmers have tough times, of course, they aren't going to spend as much, and it's harder to make retail sales.
Bob Klug is a Case IH and New Holland dealer in southeastern Minnesota's small town of Caledonia, and he appreciates where his profit comes from. Klug knows the relationship between independent family agriculture and ag money supporting local towns.
I'd like to mention how important family farms are to the community, because so many times you get into areas where they have a lot of corporate farms and that money doesn't stay in the community. That money goes back to the home office.
Not far from where Bob Klug operates his implement dealership, Eric Thorne, outside of Rushford, Minnesota, farms in a partnership, raising corn, soybeans, and taking advantage of Grain Marketing Plus Hedge to Arrive and forward contracts. He passes a good share of his gross income onto his hometown of Rushford.
Rushford is 90% ag community. I mean, Rushford is there because of agriculture. For our business that we have here, most of the money is sent back into Rushford, the community. I mean, the implements, the elevator, the banks, all the small businesses. I'd say it's 85 to 90%.
There's a lot of hog houses in the area that guys are contract feeding, and a lot of those materials are shipped in. The local contractors are really not involved. The workers come in from someplace else to build the buildings, and you know, they're here today, gone tomorrow.
The organic dairy farm of National Farmers Maximum Marketing President Paul Olson capitalizes on the profit strategies the organization provides. Paul and his wife Judy support their hometown, and Olson sees a difference between how vertically integrated agribusiness and family farms support their local economies.
Most of your larger, what I would term larger operations today, go outside of the area and probably bid on things, for example, or buy in large lots, and it's brought in from outside of the area. There's not ownership, where you have what I again refer to as a family-run farm. The owners are the operators. It's hands-on. It's the pride. They know if something isn't taken care of on a timely basis, it will directly affect their bottom line almost immediately. And that's just part of it, and we're losing so much of that with these large corporate farms out here today.
Wisconsin dairyman John Imes Priest, Father Bernard Rote, also serves as director of the Office of Rural Life for the Diocese of Madison.
To me, the family farm is a place where it's more than just business. It's really a way of life. Okay? It's agriculture, not agribusiness. Okay? And that, you know, the family farm is, you know, grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, children, working together. And it really, to me, emphasizes community.
America's Farms and Ranches put food on the table, feed in the silo, and cream in the coffee. But there's more. They provide for American hometowns another way, financially. So hats off to America's independent farmers and ranchers, Maximum Marketing's favorite farm producers.